Even though Yuri had multiple layers of clothing on him, his wrists were freezing. How long he's been sitting out there. Okay, so I had to replay a whole bunch of shit. And this is me after I replayed it. I have to ask you a lot of questions, okay? Everyone is gathered in the lobby except for Mr. Chalupnik. I see Valem is sitting on the couch, staring at the void. Mr. Chalupnik didn't see anyone entering the hotel last night. Okay, for a quick recap. Somebody was murdered in a bathtub. I personally have figured out that somebody smashed his face into the side of the door that opened inward, but nobody else seems to notice that, but that's fine. It's not my job to tell the imaginary characters what happened. So, Mr. Chalupnik didn't see anyone entering the hotel last night. So that leaves Miss Blanca, Mr. Valem, Mr. Chalupnik, Miss Silver, and myself. Okay, and Laura Silver, the lady with the gray hair, super doesn't trust anyone, and I'm 90% certain that she's not reasonable at all, and I'm going to keep playing her as such because she keeps pulling the gun out of it on anyone. So that leaves Miss Blanca, Mr. Valem, Mr. Chalupnik, Miss Silver, and myself. That means we have 5 suspects. Make that 6. Excuse me? The child in my arms starts to struggle in panic. What kind of treacherous ambush is this? I'm joking, Yuri. Calm down. I put Yuri on the ground. He balances himself on his feet. He looks like he's having a hard time doing that, still grasping onto my arm. Is there a problem with his legs? You're not funny. Miss Silver, who is that child? I'm Yuri von Geldern. I thought you weren't a child. I found him sleeping in the backyard. I wasn't sleeping, I was exploring. Right. What an adorable young boy. I may be cute, but I'm pretty dangerous. Oh my. Where is Mr. Chalupnik? He told us that he would like to spend some time with Pavlov before coming down here. I see. So while we're waiting for Mr. Chalupnik to come... Who are you writing for me from? So you are a king? Are you wounded? So you are a king? You mentioned that you were a king. I'm the king of Hanover, Yuri von Geldern. I hear Miss Rubalova giggle. How did you come here? Please do not put him. His claws will destroy my shirt.
Welcome back.
He's a lot of happy. So recently, we went on a quick vacation. Dwin, thank you for the 14 months. That's really sweet. Is Fubo not working? Fubo died? Did he do an announcement for the stream? Try now. He did? Okay. We went on a vacation, a quick one that we weren't expecting to do because a friend of ours had like an extra suite room and the people that they were gonna go with like got COVID. It's this whole thing. Anyway, we got to go and it was like our first vacation since literally 6 years ago when we first moved here. So it was very much overdue. But when we got home, the cats were like, "Where have you been?" How did you come here? By myself. Huh? I'm capable of doing things like that. What are you dealing with here, Your Majesty? What kind of business are you dealing with here, Your Majesty? None of your business, peasant. Young lad, where is your home? What did you say? I simply asked where. I'm not some young lad. Cooper gasps. I also already stated that I'm from Hanover. I'd rather solve a murder case while juggling knives than deal with this child right now. I stand up. Cooper, do you know who is the current king of Hanover? Hanover doesn't have a king. What? What's wrong, Miss Silver? What happened to the kingdom of Hanover? It is currently part of the Germans, as far as I know. It looks like I'll have to do some reading on the history. Anyway, where is Mr. Chalupnik? We shouldn't lose at any time. Before that, Miss Silver? Yes, Miss Rubalova. Are you aware that Mr. Chalupnik doesn't believe in the supernatural? Yuri is very upset right now. I am. So without a doubt, he thinks that someone in this hotel has done it. What did you say? I can see that, yes. Do you also think that it's one of us, Miss Silver? I don't know yet. We have to hold a meeting. Imagine if you went abroad. Well, we went a state over, if that counts. It was a 2-hour drive. We'll also have to look at the Vodnik's toy shop. We shouldn't jump to conclusions. Yuri squeezes my arm. I agree, but Miss Silver, we all know the water was cut off. The fact that the bathtub was full is scaring me. The killer might have opened the valves back again, then closed them after killing Skoda, but what happened, Miss Silver? Yuri, shush. I just want to know what happened. If you tell us what's been following you, we will. He doesn't reply. Silver, what is the explanation on this? We were waiting for you, Mr. Chalupnik. I can see that. Who is this child? I found him in the backyard. Where is his family? I think he doesn't have one. He might have run away. We must take him back to his home, Silver. What were you thinking when you brought him here? He was running away from something, Mr. Chalupnik. I couldn't leave him defenseless against possible danger. He's running away from what? He hasn't told us yet. And you just picked him up and ran. Circumstances demanded so. We can take care of that after the police arrives. It will be safer for him that way. Honey, did you take your medicine today? Okay. All right. Are you talking about me? This man wants to know who you are. Yuri von Geldern, the King of Hanover. The fuck? Chalupnik reaches his hand out for a handshake. Nice to meet you, fellow king. I'm also the king of this area, Jindrik Chalupnik. Yuri shakes his hand. Nice to meet you, too. I hope that our countries will be on peaceful terms in the future. Chalupnik nods. However, I see that you're wearing my daughter's gloves, Your Royal Highness. What? Yuri squeezes my arm harder. I don't want a war for a reason like this, but the princess might not understand, or princess might not be as understanding as I am. Chalupnik looks at me. Silver, you said you would do your best to deliver my daughter's gloves back there, yes? Is it right for me to do this? We were just about to start the meeting. Mr. Chalupnik stares at me. I don't think it would be appropriate for a child to be present during a meeting. He can go to the Pavlov's room, but not when he's wearing her gloves. Those are my gloves. I want to start the meeting as soon as possible. I crouch down again. Honey, can you take care of that? Never mind. It looks like Wolver did it. Crouch down again. Yuri, let me take care of it. Look at your hands. No. Cooper, show me your sketch. Right away, Mr. Silver. Cooper opens a notebook after a brief pause. It's identical look. So she might just have a similar pair. These are my gloves, Silver.
Welcome
you can't
back.
blame me for something I haven't done.
B B B B B B you T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for the 60 months, Tom. We appreciate it. You can't blame me for something I haven't done. It will be a problem for us. Pavlov thinks Yuri is the thief. After all, Chalupnik's beastly daughter will never forgive him. Damn it. Be honest with me, Yuri. He pouts. So, Silver, I want to talk with you in private. I can't handle being in the same room as so many peasants. You can whisper into my ear. What? Won't they hear? Hey, Kratos. How are you? Not if you speak softly. He bent down. Silver? Yes. Would you help me? How? I'm the one who took them, but I can't give the gloves back. But I know how to take them. I hold his hand, trying to get the glove off. Stop it, Silver. Doesn't matter if you wear it or not. It's just a glove. Shut up. He withdrew his hand. Yuri, if you stole it, you should give it back. I don't want to. I tried to take the glove off his right hand again. Ah! Why are you making such a big deal of a piece of clothing? It's not even yours. Silver, aren't you being too harsh on him? Do you want to spoil him even more? Yuri falls down. I can't tell you. You either tell me or I'm taking them off. He looks at me in fear. It's about your Vodnik you're speaking of. He looks at everyone. Is he the Vodnik? Looks like everyone I meet has something going on with the Vodnik. I wonder if he lives nearby. What relations do you have with the Vodnik? He holds his right hand, brushing the glove. If you let me keep these, I will tell you what I know. The deal is too tempting to ignore. What exactly will you tell me? He raises his voice. Wait, that's a boy? Apparently. Y'all mentioned the meeting. It must be important. I'll wait until it ends. Looks like he's trying to buy some time. As long as he tells me where the Vodnik is, it's fine by me. I stand up. Mr. Cholopnik, please tell Pavlo. Bodhi, stop chewing on random things. Honey, he's chewing on the air conditioner. No. No, that's not him chewing on the air conditioner. He's so cute. Mr. Cholopnik, please tell Pavlo that I'll buy her another pair of gloves. She'll make a fuss over it. You better buy her better gloves, or better ones now, Silver. I nod, appreciating the fact that I didn't make a huge deal. What is that? So that I know what the fuck you're talking about. Oh god. That sounds horrible, Kratasis. Hope you're okay. So for stupid Americans like me, what is 39.4 in Fahrenheit? I'm not appreciating the fact that it didn't make a huge deal. Do we start the meeting now? Shelpnik sighs. Young king, I can't have you listen to our talks. I'm 200 years old. You're like a baby to me. Yuri drops himself on the couch. I know everything the world has to offer. I'm more accustomed to death than any of you. He smiles. I won't budge. Shelpnik takes the boy in his arms. What are you doing? Taking you to Pavla. You'll play with her until our job is finished. No, you can't do that. I'll return and listen to you. And I'll take you back to Pavla's room until you learn to sit still. Maybe you'll return her the gloves, too. These are my gloves. Silver, come here and save me. Watch as he is taken upstairs. Oh. What did he tell you, Silver? The kid knows something. How? The one following him might have been the Vodnik. He knows where he is. Did he tell you anything? I shake my head. These are just my assumptions. He must have been trying to deceive me, too. I don't know just yet. I don't think a child his age is prone to lying, Miss Silver. He's different. I can sense it. He seemed like a regular child to me. It's true that he is a smart one, though. What kind of difference are you talking about? I don't know. I see Mr. Cholopnik walking down the stairs. Honey, have some water. We can start the meeting finally. Mr. Cholopnik, did you make sure the children won't be interrupting the meeting? Skoda's room is already locked. Other than that, I don't think they will come downstairs. It seems like they were getting along. I doubt it, though. I'm sure Yuri won't be coming downstairs. He has a problem with walking. He won't be using the stairs with ease. I sigh. So can we start the meeting? Yes, mister. I cough a few times to get everybody's attention. I believe everyone here is why we are having this meeting. Most likely one of us is the culprit. Take a deep breath. I believe Skoda was drowned. However, he also has a nose injury, which could have mean that he might have gotten punched in the face before he was drowned. He doesn't have any other visible injuries. I know the murder happened recently, between 2 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. Miss Rubalova, what were you doing at 2 a.m.? I was in my room, sleeping. What is your room number? What is your room number, Miss Rubalova? I'm sleeping in the one room on the ground floor, Miss Silver. I believe they aren't numbered. Thank you for your cooperation. You know, the murder happened recently. Mr. Cholopnik, where were you at 2 a.m.? What are you doing at 2 a.m.? Receptionist the whole night. What is your room number? Mr. Chalknick. Phone room on the ground floor. Seems near the entrance. Thanks for your cooperation. I know that the murder happened recently, between 2 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. Blem, what were you doing at 2:30 a.m.? Blem's name appears that like he doesn't hear me. Mr. Rubaloba pops in between us. Silver, I think it's obvious that Blem didn't do it. Sending him to his room without making him a part of this investigation would be better. Miss Rubaloba, did you murder Zivan Skoda? No. How could I? You think that Mr. Chalupnik did it? No. Do you think me or Cooper did it? I think you are both kind people. Kindness does not bring any sense with it. I also assume you aren't blaming Pavlo or Yuri? Of course not. I whisper into your ear. I also think that Vodnik is the culprit. However, we have to evaluate the facts first. I have to check that everyone's accounts are consistent. I just thought we should leave Willem out of this. I can see that you want that Miss Rubalova, but there is a chance that he is the murderer. I don't want to ignore it. She nods. I understand, Miss Silver. She steps back and observing us from the distance. Willem! Willem, what are you doing at 2 a.m. this morning? 2 a.m.? Pretty sure I was asleep. When was the last time you saw Zivan? He stays silent. Do you mean his corpse or alive? Yesterday afternoon. What was he doing? What was he doing when he's hungry? He's strong all the time. Does he do that often? Almost every day. Looks like Zivan had nothing else except occupying the space in his hotel. What is your room number? Sleep 11. Seeing one of the rooms on the ground floor, they aren't numbered. Who do you think might have done it? I think you did it. You. Pardon me? You, Silver. What? I think you did it. Silver. I didn't do it. Did you? Everyone would say the same if they did it. What were you doing at 2 a.m.? It's my room. Where was Cooper? I was attending the water tank. I closed the valves to external pipes. Why? Because there's a Vodnik in the country. I didn't want it to hurt you. Vodnik? Yes, Mr. Chalupnik. We thought it'd be best if you never mentioned. Lied about the water outage. Safety measure, Mr. Flem. I don't think we've done anything wrong. Safety measures against Vodnik? Mr. Skoda may have been killed by a Vodnik, Mr. Chalupnik, and dies in my hotel in a place where I have guaranteed his safety. You're telling me that a Vodnik did it? I still think you did it, Silver. You died at the night you came here, right? You're trying to put the blame on some mythological creature. No reason to kill your itchy cousin. What did you say about Zivan? You're so protective of him now. You didn't even blink while you were here talking smack about him all morning. Now look at you. Are you perhaps afraid that people will suspect you killed him? Are you the one trying too hard to hide the facts? If you were to kill him, you wouldn't have done it by going into the you could have done it by going in from the balcony. It's easy for you to do that, right? You both were trained while you were in the security department. The balconies are the only 1.5 meters apart. I'm sure I'm not the only one noticed that the balcony door's lock was broken. The balcony door was what? Are you sure you're a detective, Silver? Is that any way that you're somehow worse than my itchy cousin? You have no right to judge my work ethic. You didn't even have an Earl Brown. How can you call yourself a cook? So now I am the one being blamed when I misremember something. Great. I wouldn't be talking about this if you didn't start blaming me for my work in the first place. Silver, please. And maybe we can go back to talking about how you killed him, shall we, Silver? You've been acting all sweet, like you weren't the one who did it. Good acting, not there. I'm sure everything you said until now was an act, because look at you now. You don't even look shaken after all his death. You can't expect me to think that you're innocent. But think what you've said and done since you came here. Just think, what the hell have I done? At least I didn't put poison in a customer's tea. It's your paranoia, not the truth. Calm down, you two. Man's corpse is still in the tub rotting, for God's sakes. Pull out my gun. I know you are the culprit, Willem! Why do you have a gun? Tell the truth. Put the gun down. Miss Silver, we can talk about this. I won't put this gun down until Valem admits. I was sleeping at the time. Silver, calm down. You're disrespecting Skoda. His body is still upstairs and rotting. Oh, really? You don't say, Mr. Shalopnik. What would I do if I were... what would I do if you weren't here to state the obvious? I feel a blow in my head. I fall down and open my eyes. The vision of her below holding a chair up. Did she? Silver, I apologize, but I can't have you disrupt the peace in this hotel. Did she hit me with a chair? Rubelova, when I get up, I'll make you regret you were born. Unbelievable. Look at my hand. Where's my gun? Oh, there you are. I reach for my gun. Blanca, hit her again. I open my eyes. I don't have my gun on me. My hands, they're cuffed. When did they talk Cooper into joining them? Damn it! I can't go to bed. Police should be here any second now. I'm sure this snake called Valem will make them believe I'm the culprit. They wouldn't lock me up without proof, right? I'm supposed to take care of the Vodnik. The Vodnik's desk wasn't even in the same range of my job description. I should find a way to run from here and find the Vodnik. Yes, that sounds about right. I'll think the details on the road. Stand up, reaching for the balcony door. I kick the door. The lock is broken. Okay, now you just have to jump. Shouldn't be that hard. You're only jumping from the second floor after all. Climb the rails of the balcony and jump. And that's the end of Laura Silver.
What did you do? Just look over and I see you're dead on the floor.
You know what? I'm going to take that as my